Hello, this is Dr. Clancy again, and I want to go over the paperwork you're going to need to have completed and turned in to end your 45-hour practicum. And you have to do this. It's only a pass-fail assignment, but you have to finish it to complete the course. Again, your responsibilities. Please be respectful at your practicum sites. If you can't make it, make sure you notify them. If you have any problems, please let me know, because these people are doing us a huge favor and for no reimbursement in any way. And I have to make sure that you're safe as long as you're there. For many of the sites, I'm going to be your site supervisor because I don't want to put extra work on the nursing staff at the site. So I will do your evaluation at the end. But for some of your sites, if you go to the Poison Controls Center, Michelle Cleaver will be your site supervisor. This is a practicum code of honor, and most schools that send students out to the field have them read something like that. And the site people at the sites have seen this, so they can expect this type of behavior. So make sure you take a look at it and you act accordingly for what you agreed to. Let me put this down. Then we have the objectives and expectations. I think I showed this to you before, but the sites have this also, so they can make sure they guide you into covering what you need to be aware of and learn. Let's see. And then the practicum evaluations. We have the clinical evaluation. This is going to be done by your preceptor. And as I said, for many of you, I will be your preceptor. And we'll go over at the last class, or if I find when I do a midterm visit or talk to the people at the site, if there's any problem, I'll contact you. There shouldn't be. This is pretty self-evident. And then clinical evaluation, this is where your site supervisor would submit it. So you don't have to, or if you get it back from your supervisor, you can submit it here, or you can, as I said, just make sure that if I have it, and if I don't, I will be contacting you. Now, this is your evaluation of the site. You need to hand this in also, and it just tells you how the site was and if it met what you felt your needs were. And we keep them and correlate them over semesters to see if we need to change some sites if they're not as interesting to students as we hope they would be. But remember, you get out of experiences what you put into it, and then you submit the student eval here. And this is your clinical log summary. And you write down the agency, your name, and the preceptor. And as I said many times, it'll be me. If you don't know the preceptor, if you're going to some of the screening sites, put my name down for the time being. The date, the site, what you did, and the hours. And if you can, have someone at the site initial after the hours. If you don't, it's fine, because if you don't show up, I'm sure I'm going to hear. But you need to keep this to the end of the semester or until you get 45 hours, and then as I said, you can submit it at that time, or you can wait to the end of the semester. But I don't see, okay, let me go back and go to, those are the evaluations. And then down here is your practicum journal. And this is a template of your journal. And then every time you do any hours at your practicum site, write a little journal and try to connect it to the wheel of interventions public health nursing uses. Whether you're educating people informally or you're doing some type of surveillance, I'm sure you're doing something on that interventions for community health nurses that you can highlight. So that makes your journal a little bit stronger. Again, that's just a pass-fail assignment. And then you can upload your journal here. This is your template. You do it and then you upload it, and upload it as you go. If we're getting to the end of the semester and I haven't seen a journal, then I will be contacting you. And some people wait to the very end and then they have to do the journal for every single visit they had at their site, and it's a lot of work at the end. So do it throughout the course so you don't put a lot of stress on yourself at the end of the program. So that's the paperwork for your practicum. Again, I'm sure you're going to have many questions. Don't hesitate to ask a question either through one of the modules or just email me. And as I said, once I get WebEx installed, we're going to have some optional class meetings, and we can talk about things at those times. Thank you. I hope you're learning some from your practicum. I'm sorry they can't be as robust as they could prior to COVID-19, but we have to make the best of it, and nurses usually do. Thank you very much.